In many cases, animal shelters in rural areas just run out of room and resources to help abandoned pets find home. That is the case with Cher, who is joined by Liz McCoy from the Humane Society of Tampa Bay. Cher, love the name already, and we're starting to love this little lady here.
Yeah, Cher, and we true to her name, we brought her in a little blingy collar. I don't know if you guys can see it, but she's all blinged out.
Only way to do Cher, let's be honest.
You got to, you have to. Cher is 1 year old, and like you said, she came from a shelter that's in a rural area where they don't have a lot of resources. So lots of dogs coming in, not a lot of foot traffic as far as people coming in to adopt. Also not a lot of support from the community. So they end up not having a whole lot of money and resources and volunteers like we do. And so they just have a lot of trouble sometimes when they have too many animals. So we will often work with shelters like that to bring them some animals over to the Humane Society so that we can find them homes.
And you know what? I'm so glad
we got Cher.
Well, you know, and it's great to talk about this because I feel like sometimes there's a misconception. Maybe people would see like online or start asking, be like, okay, why was Cher into her second shelter? So it has nothing to do with her.
Right. It's not that she behaved poorly or that something didn't work where she was before. It's just some places don't have a lot of people, and maybe everybody in the community probably already has the animals that they're looking for. So they have a really hard time adopting out animals. A shelter like ours, we're in the middle of the city. There's millions of people around us, so we always are able to find homes for animals, and so we help shelters out like the one that we got Cher from, so that we can find them homes a lot more quickly.
Look at her face.
She is a sweetheart.
What do we think? A terrier mix?
We have her listed as a terrier mix. That's what she came to us as. She's got a bit of a longer body, so she might have something like a dachshund or a corgi or something in there somewhere where she's got the sort of little squat legs and the long body, but she's very, very sweet, very lovey.
Do you think she'll get any larger than that?
So she's already a year old, and she's about 16 pounds. She might beef up a little bit more, but she's pretty much done, I think, as far as the growing goes.
She's just looking at that camera great. I think she's got a roll.
Excited.
I mean, as a Cher would, let's be honest.
Of course.
Right?
I mean, you knew she was going to be a diva.
She knows how to look right into that camera. Well, you know what? You were talking
about.
Angles. Working her angles. Look at that. Well, speaking of working, good past weekend. Bark in the Park was this past weekend.
Bark in the Park was fantastic. Beautiful weather. Everything was great. I think everybody had a really great time. Walter did great.
Yes, we did. We loved seeing you.
As we knew he would. So yes, fantastic event.
It is such a fantastic event. But just because Bark in the Park is over, that doesn't mean there aren't plenty of other events. And I know there's a big one coming up as well.
There is. So on April 6th, we have a fantastic event coming up where we are basically giving away free shots for doggies all morning. It's rabies and distemper parvo vaccines for free. Any doggie that comes on down to River Tower Park, which a lot of people aren't familiar with, but everybody knows that white water tower that you can see off of I-275 right there by Bird.
Yes.
That little water tower has a park around it, and that's where we're going to be holding the shot clinic. It's first come, first serve. We bring about 1,000 vaccines out with us. We oftentimes do run out, so come early if you're thinking that this might be a good way for you to get your animals vaccinated. It's just a wonderful public service that we offer for people that maybe aren't able to get to a vet. Maybe vaccine packages are a little bit outside of their financial abilities. Maybe it's just super convenient. It's super easy, and why not get them for free when they're right down the street?
I love this event.
So we're happy to have people come down and take advantage of it.
Yeah, this really is a popular event. Like, Liz is not exaggerating. Like, make sure and get there
The last one that we did was at Rowlett Park over in the USF area. The staff showed up at 6:30, and there was already a line of like 100 people standing there in the dark with their doggies waiting for us to show up. So people really, really respond to this, and we're just glad that we can do it.
Absolutely. Well, of course, we've shared the information for the shot clinic, and you want to get there early. We can't say that enough. And also, if you're interested in perhaps taking Cher home with you, she's laying down now. She knew the camera
was off, so what's the point?
It happens. Well, again, Liz, thank you so much. Keep up the good work in the community, and let's get Cher a home.
You got it.
Let's get Cher a home, right?